Are you chained to someone from your past? I'm Westwood-Payne, and this is the Battle Drill Daily Devotional. Let me tell you a heartbreaking story. Two brothers once ran a shop together. Identical twins, inseparable their whole lives. One day, a pound note went missing from the till. One brother accused the other. The accusation turned into an argument. The argument turned into 20 years of bitterness. They ended up dividing their shop down the middle, two separate businesses, side by side, for over 2 decades, all over £1. 20 years later, a stranger walked in and confessed to them, "I stole that pound note 20 years ago. I've carried the guilt ever since. Can I make it right?" When the first brother heard this, he wept bitterly. When he told his twin brother, they both wept together. 20 years of their lives destroyed over unforgiveness. Does that sound familiar to you? Maybe not 20 years, maybe not a business partnership, but we all have broken relationships that we're carrying around with us. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 7, "God blesses those who are merciful, for they will be shown mercy." So here's the question again. Who is it that you're chained to? For 500 years, every scholar receiving a Master of Arts degree from Oxford University was required, as a condition of receiving his degree, to swear enmity towards a man named Henry Simeonis. In 1827, when university dons conducted a revision of the MA recipient's oath, they noticed this peculiar clause. Strangely, none of them had the slightest idea who Henry Simeonis was. They ordered that the line be removed from the MA graduation oath. But, like any good scholars, they undertook to solve the mystery of who Henry Simeonis was. That task turned out not to be so easy. Sometimes the wheels of scholarship grind exceedingly slowly, and it wasn't until nearly a century later, in 1912, that a historian discovered in Oxford City records that in the year 1264, a citizen of the city named Henry Simeonis had murdered a university student. The murderer evidently had friends in high places, because King Henry III pardoned him and ordered that he be permitted to return to the city of Oxford to live, unhindered by university authorities. This infuriated the university, but what could they do? Including Henry Simeonis' name in the graduation oath seemed to be the only way they could think of to thumb their noses at the king's decree. Even so, 500 years seems rather a long time to hold a grudge. Jesus says when we refuse to forgive, we're creating a torture chamber for ourselves. That's exactly what unforgiveness does. It tortures us far more than it hurts the other person. Think about it. The person who hurt you has probably moved on. But you're still replaying that conversation from 5 years ago. You're still feeling that betrayal. You're still carrying that resentment like a backpack full of stones. Here's the difficult truth. Because God has forgiven you, you can forgive others. Your debt to God was massive. Everything you've ever done wrong, every harsh word, every selfish choice, every time you've hurt someone that you love. And God chose to forgive it all through Jesus. So can you really hold on to that grudge against your neighbour, against your colleague, against your family member? I know what you're thinking, of course. They don't deserve forgiveness. And you're absolutely right, they don't. But then that's the whole point. You didn't deserve God's forgiveness either. None of us did. So here's your action step for today. At your workplace, in your home, in your neighbourhood, wherever you'll be today, there's probably someone that you need to forgive. Maybe it's the colleague who undermines you in meetings. Maybe it's your teenager who said something hurtful last week. Maybe it's your friend who let you down when you needed them most. Well, today, send them a message. It doesn't have to be long. Just 3 words will do. I forgive you. Or if you're not quite ready for that, try, can we talk? One small step towards freedom. Because unforgiveness doesn't hurt them. It hurts you. It's time to drop the chains. Who will you reach out to today? Thanks so much for watching Battle Drill Daily Devotional. If you found today's message helpful, please like, share and subscribe so we can keep bringing daily encouragement to more people. And for more devotionals and resources, head over to battledrilldevotional.com. Stay strong and stay battle ready.